Okay, hold on.
That's why he never ever has enough to treat his lady right. He just pushes her away in a huff and says, money don't matter tonight. Money don't matter tonight. It sure didn't matter yesterday. Just when you think you got more than enough, that's when it all up and flies
Now, how do I
away.
go back on the screen?
That's when you find out that
There
you
we go.
really belong.
Good morning, and welcome to Secure the Bag. Happy Friday to everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me stop my music. You guys know that I am learning how to use StreamYard, so bear with me, but welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Secure the Bag. I am your host, Stephanie Beard, aka Laker Girl. And Friday is where we secure the bag. And today we're talking about how smart investors research before they risk their portfolio. But before we get into the show, I have to get in with the disclaimer. And also, my tagline is your bag is your freedom fund. It's your peace of mind. It's your exit strategy. It's also your future you protecting your present you. And because I am not a licensed financial advisor, this is not financial advice. This is this show is everything talking about educating you on how I purchase stocks and how I purchase options. So everything on this show is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And if you do decide to trade, please trade at your own risk tolerance. All right. So if you have watched the first two shows, let's just quickly recap everything there. We covered what stocks and options are. We also, the second episode was how to choose your trading platform, whether it be Robinhood, Webull, Thinkorswim. If you choose any of those platforms, just pick the one that suits you best. And so this episode is going to take you to the next level, learning how to research and choose strong companies. In other words, choose the best stocks for you. So knowledge really builds confidence when you're trading. It disciplines you. And again, discipline is always going to be a key word here on Secure the Bag. So that's where we're going to start the show today. So if you don't know what you own, you don't own it. You're just renting risk. So bag builders, which is you guys, listeners, that is your name. I'm gonna call you guys. I'm a ref. Whenever I reference bag builders, I'm talking about you guys. Um, so when you research before you buy, it's great because these are the resources. I'm going to tell you about the resources that I use to buy. Okay, Suji. So put up Squawk Up on the Street if you can. There you go. So this is the first one that when I wake up, as you guys know, I wake up at 6:25. My alarm goes off. I immediately turn the TV on and I go straight to CNBC, Squawk on the Street. And as you can see, that's the logo for it. Squawk on the Street is really your money market weather channel. Some people get up and they turn on the weather channel to see how the weather is going to be for their day, starting their day if they're going to work. So you want to think of Squawk on the Street as your money market weather channel. Think of it like it's your weather report for money. So before you leave your house, you check the weather. Before you move your money, you want to check Squawk on the Street. And what Squawk on the Street does, it gives you federal news. It gives you inflation reports, earning highlights, sector trends, tech, energy, healthcare, etc. It gives you all that information. There's a ticker at the bottom. I have it on right now. Just have it on mute. But there's a ticker on the bottom of when you're watching it on television. You just basically watch it and listen. And I don't trade off of Squawk what I do is I listen. I understand the mood of the market. That's what it's telling you. If, say, for example, if one of the correspondents on there is talking about tech and saying tech is heating up or banks are struggling. Oh, hey, Reverend Ali. If banks are struggling, I know where to look, and you know where to look and where to be careful. So when you're looking at squawk on the street, those are the key things to take away from it. It is like your weather channel. You want to make sure whatever and especially if you're looking at certain stocks, just look at that ticker and see if it's showing up or down. And then you go into the next Seeking Alpha slide. You can go to that. And there's two, Seeking Alpha versus Motley Crue. I do Seeking Alpha. Motley Fool, you have to pay for them. I don't want to have to pay for anything if I don't have to. But Seeking Alpha is more of an app. You can download the app onto your phone, or you could just put it into the browser and search it and come up through your browser on in the internet. So you don't have to download the app if you don't like to. But what Seeking Alpha is, it's like your company report card. Seeking Alpha breaks down companies like a teacher grading homework. And what it gives you is deep company analysis. You can bring up that slide if you like, the analysis. It brings you deep company analysis. It gives you bullish and bearish opinions. And it also gives you the risk factors. It tells you about dividend safety and also earnings expectations. So how you use it, you read both sides of it. When you're looking into Seeking Alpha, you look at the positive and you also look at the negative. Then you verify, go to the, not yet. Then you're going to verify on our next, on our next resource, which I go to, you can go to the Yahoo Finance slide, because Yahoo Finance is the last one. And it's basically a combination of both Squawk on the Street and Seeking Alpha. This teaches you how to think and not just what to buy. What Yahoo Finance, you want to think of Yahoo Finance as being your stock encyclopedia. Yahoo Finance is your stock dictionary. And it gives you financial statements. It tells you about earning dates, revenues, profit, analysis or analyst ratings. It gives you news and dividends info. So just like both I just mentioned on Squawk on the Street and also Seeking Alpha, it's basically like a combination of everything. And let me tell you, what I use Yahoo Finance, you'll find the company, you'll see everything there. And we're going to go through detailed things so you'll know what you're looking at. But I also go to the information tab or the chat tab, where you see people who own different stocks, and they're in there. Now, you can't believe everything you read. You got to use your own, you got to make your own decision what is real and what is not. But there are a lot of people in there that try to make you become bearish and bullish. And we'll talk about those terms on the next show so you'll know what bearish and bullish mean, and as well as what earnings are. But those are the three resources that I look at before I purchase a stock or make any moves or any decision on doing an option. Now, before you buy any stocks, you want to make sure that you check if they make money. You want to check if revenue is growing. Thank you. Yes. You want to check if revenue is growing. You want to check if upcoming earnings are happening, and earnings happen every quarter. You also want to check if the stock pay dividends, because dividends is passive income. That's just money. If you buy the stock every quarter, you will get dividends. And so now you're no longer guessing. And when you're purchasing stocks, you don't want to guess. You don't want to chase the hype. Those are the two things you do not want to do, because you're then risking your portfolio. If the numbers look healthy, you're not guessing anymore. So you want to take those things into consideration. You can go back to me. Thank you. So what you look for before buying, bag builders, you want to make sure if the company is profitable. You want to make sure if revenue is growing with this company that you choose. Are the earnings consistent? Are they, making money? It's showing you positive, not a negative on the earnings. Also, you want to know what sector it is. Is it in tech? Is it in healthcare? Is it in AI? All those things. You want to know this. And you also want to know, does it pay dividends? Okay. All right. So we're going to get into real quick. I just want to just talk to you heart to heart and just let me put it to you in this way. Because fast money, when I first got into it, fast money, it really feels exciting. But slow money, when you do things slowly, it changes lives. And fast money chases candles. And you're going to learn on the next show, you're going to learn about candles, candlesticks, and how to read charts in a simple way. Slow money studies companies. Fast money gets emotional. And slow money gets very strategic. So you always want to be disciplined and be slow about what you're doing. Don't jump at it. Every smart investor you ever heard about didn't just wake up rich. They woke up consistent. They read, they research, they plan, they protect their downside, and over time, their bag become their freedom. And you're not here to be lucky. You're here to be prepared. And prepared money stays. Because on this show, we don't rush the bag. We definitely secure it. So, guys, again, my show, I really just like being in and out. However, I want to go through before I end the show. I want to talk about every show, I do want to talk about some of the plays that I am doing right now. In the last show, I kind of ran into overtime, almost overtime. But last show, I was telling you what options I have into play. And options is going to be later in the show. I know a lot of people, I have gotten emails and text messages asking me when you're going to start talking about options. I want to start with the fundamentals first and getting people who are not even in the stock market and educating them on what stocks and options are and how to move when you are purchasing stocks. But let me get into the place that I am in right now, you guys. The market was bearish yesterday, meaning that it was red. Bullish mean positive. Okay. So yesterday, on Monday, I told you, I was telling you about the options I had with silver. Silver, I use, you guys. I pick one stock and I rinse and repeat, meaning that I sell and I make money. I sell and buy and make money. I take some profit, I go right back in and do the same thing over and over, rinse and repeat. You pay yourself. You can pay yourself weekly. You can pay yourself weekly. And that's what I've been doing lately because of the economy that we're in right now. So, for example, I purchased silver back on December 12th. I bought an option, and again, an option is 100 contracts for one rate, for one flat rate. So I bought it for $470. I sold it on Wednesday. I had it out to February 20th. So that mean that I didn't have to sell it. I could sell it anytime before February 20. Otherwise, it just expire, and whatever happens at the time, if you're in the positive, you just get the money, you get the profit that you made off of it. But you never really wanted to let it expire. You always want to sell prior to 3 weeks or a month prior to the expiration date. So back to what I've done. I bought the silver option for $470. I sold it this past Wednesday. I sold it for $1,950. So that means I made close to $1,500 profit. I paid myself, took a little profit off, $500. I put the rest back in, and guess what? When the market went red yesterday, I purchased 3 more silver contracts. So that means I have 300 shares of silver. And that's only on Robinhood. I still have options that I'm trading on Webull as well. So I have actually a total of 500 shares. I have three contracts on Robinhood right now, and I have 2 contracts over on Webull. So I sold on Wednesday, made $1,500, took $500 for myself, put the 1,000 back in, right? Took that 1,000, went in and purchased 2 more options. And I am up right now on those two options, 17% on one and 35% on the other. So that means I am up. I'm already making profit now. Because I'm used to doing options, I bought it out again to February 20th. No, I bought one out to to January 16th. So that's a short term. That's a swing trade. You're not ready for that. But I bought it out to January 16th, which is next week. So guess what? I'm going to sell that option by next week. And I may do it today based on what the market will do today. But the ones out to February 20th, I will not sell. I will not sell until I get into, because the option that I purchased is, I'm saying that it is going to go up to $70. It's already past $70. It's right now, it's at $71. Silver went all the way up to $75. I do know that once it hits $75, and if it come back down to $69, that's when I jumped back in, because it fell all the way back down to $69. I jumped back in at $69. I purchased it. Guess what? I know that this stock is going to go back to $75. Now the target is $80. That is the target. Most analysts, and from what I've researched, that silver is going to go up to $80. However, because I know that it already hit $75, I'm staying safe. And I chose an option that is under it, which is $70. So that's $5. You know how much $5 is with 100 contracts or 200 contracts? That's a lot of money. So that's how you make good money and make good decisions when you're choosing your stocks. And again, you can stay with one stock, guys. You can stay with one stock. That one stock, and just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Take some money out, put the profit back in, rinse and repeat. You can pay yourself $500, $1,000, $2,000 weekly, monthly, or quarterly. It's how you trade. But you got to get comfortable with it, and you have to stay confident about it. Now, that's not the only options I have. I have over five options, and I have long-term options all the way out to January 2027. All the way out to January 2027. Lyft. Good morning. Good morning, Shirley. Thank you for tuning in. Lyft is a great company to purchase, guys. Lyft. There are 5 stocks that are under $20 right now, or hitting $20 that is going to hit $30. Lyft is one of them. Lyft is at $19 a stock. Okay. When you buy single stocks, you want to try to set goals. Set goals. Say, I want to set a goal. I want to own 50 of Lyft stocks. If you do that and it's at $19 and it's going to go up to $30, you're already making a profit. Okay. And you could just take that portion out and keep what you put in there. You could just sell a portion of it. You don't have to sell all of it to take profit. Lyft is one of them, you guys. SoFi is also another one. Applied, APLD, is also another good one. These are stocks that are at $20 but are going to hit $30. Okay. I have another silver option, the one I said that I purchased yesterday. I bought it for $300 and something, right? Let me see how much I bought it for. I bought it for $300 and something. The market, when I bought it, the market started to fall and fall and fall and fall again. So I went in and purchased another one of the contracts. And what it does, it creates an average cost for you. It's better. It lowers your average cost, which is good for you, meaning that if it hits your mark, your break-even mark, and go beyond your break-even mark, that means you are bearish and that you are in the profit zone. So I ended up buying another one. I am up 25% on those 2 contracts today. And it doesn't expire until February 20th. So right now, silver is my stock that I am making, everyday money on, short-term money to help me pay for things that, that the economy has messed with my my income with. So I turn to the stock market to always turn my money over and over. So you guys, if you stay disciplined, you do your research, squawk on the street, seeking alpha, Yahoo Finance. I can't express to you how Yahoo Finance is incredible in learning about a company. And it's your encyclopedia of stocks. It's your dictionary of stocks. It is one of the best places if you are interested in you hear or know or thinking about a stock. Go do your research before purchasing. You want to do that so you can stay safe and not guessing on what you're buying or chasing the hype from what you hear, unless someone is you do really trust and say, hey, this is a good stock, you might want to get into it. We are going to cover cryptocurrency later on in some episodes. I do own cryptocurrency. I do own Bitcoin. I do own Dogecoin. I made really good money off of Dogecoin. I put $25. I purchased $25 of Dogecoin and was able at the end of the day, when it did become very profitable, I was able to get close to $15,000 off of $25. But that was some years ago. That was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But it happened. It happened. So when cryptocurrency is definitely risky, but if you do your research, and if you learn about the stock or the cryptocurrency you're going to purchase, you're going to feel confident in making those purchases. Again, the 4 stocks that I mentioned to you: Lyft, SoFi, APLD. It's another one. These stocks are under $30 or close to. They're like $20 right now, and they are set to hit $30. So, TerraWolf, the ticker, the stock ticker is WULF. WULF. It's only $13 right now. It is set to go to $30. If you set a goal, say, I want to own 50, 100, 125 of these stocks, you're going to make money off of that stock. Lyft is at $19. SoFi is at $26.91. APLD, it is at $30. I believe it's BMNR. It's already at $30, but it is set to go beyond $30. These are 5 stocks that you might want to look into. Do your own research. And get into making money. Get into making money for yourselves, you guys. All right, you guys, we are down to 7:23. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Let's see. I am going to go ahead and end this show. It is Friday. You guys stay safe out there. I'm glad that the rain is gone here on the West Coast, but it is so cold. So cold.
You didn't remind me about the show.
Say that again.
You didn't remind me about the show. I had to remember myself.
Wait, what do you mean? What? I didn't remind you about the show.
You're supposed to tell me, girl, so I can show up and see you, girl, and get my knowledge.
Well, you know what? I do know that StreamYard does send out a text to everyone, because I got the notification. If you guys follow the J Key Network, you're getting a notification. But I will send you a text. I will send.
Please do, so I can be rich like you.
I will. I am definitely going to start sending out text messages.
I like your cup. I'm glad you drink out of a cup with a picture of me on it.
I think about him every day as soon as I wake up. You guys, in closing, knowledge builds confidence. Confidence builds discipline. Discipline secures the bag, because on this show, Friday secures the bag. See you guys next week on Monday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and have a great weekend. Thank you. Where's my outro song? Where's my outro song, Snitchy? You see it?
You know, bears take
money.
too long.
Not money.
Come on,
it says outro. It says outro.
You're a little slow.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. Peace out. I'm getting used to trying to use the StreamYard on my little phone.
You're doing a great job.